307. Yes, that's right, 307. Curtains, as you guys can see. I'm going to throw up the intro for you guys in a moment. So I'll let a couple of you get in here, give you a minute. I'll put it on in about a minute and a half.
Does the curtains match the drapes?
Possibly. I'm sure they do. Back in '83, they definitely did.
Oh yeah.
And then the carpet, drapes and that carpet was like an afro. It was like one of them. It was like one of them the shag carpet.
Yo, dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like the old timers, don't matter, black, white.
That 70s porn.
Yeah, man. I worked at the Another World for like a couple weeks.
Right. You told me about
and that's the ones they grab, man. They go to your old school. And the person I was working with actually asked them, and he was like, yo, that's how I like it, man. He said more cushion. I was like, okay.
I'm good on that.
But that job is fun. If you want, except for the cleaning part, if I didn't have to clean, I would have worked there for a while. It's just the people that come in. It's just fucking hilarious.
Well, with that note, people, we will be right back. Yeah. What's up, everyone out there? Welcome back to another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. As you know, I'm your boy, Sir Sturdy, and it's episode 307. And we are getting ready to slice and dice curtains. Yes, we are getting ready to slice and dice curtains, so stay tuned. Because as soon as I shut the fuck up, we're all going to start talking again. Welcome to the madness. And don't lose your heads. Just don't. Yeah, you don't want to lose your heads, people. You do not want to lose your heads. Nah, it's not necessary. It is not necessary. I'm going to drop these autos in here. But, we're going to hop right into this. So, where is it at? Early rating for you, sir.
4.
Okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to say a 5. Now I'm going to start with my biggest issue of the movie. Even the wife pointed it out, like when I was talking about it. This movie was dark as shit, and I mean lighting-wise. Like,
yep.
I understand you want to do some creepy parts, and I understand there's some parts that take place at night, but it was dark during the day. Like, it was dark all the time in this movie. And, you know, you could give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say the budget, because I don't want to say because of the 80s. You can say because of the 80s in a sense, because, yes, not that they didn't have lighting back then, because we've seen movies made around this same time that just look better.
I agree. Like the daytime, even each scene, it's dark. Like there's like no lights in the house.
I'll say budget. I will say technology to an extent, just because technology has become more affordable, I guess, lighting wise. I'm not saying 100% on every single movie set, but I mean, like with the lighting I have here, I know it's not amazing, but it was better than what they had in this fucking movie. 100 times better than what they had in this movie. Yes, I know it's better technology. Of course, I know that, but still, what I'm getting at is this is only a couple $100, I believe.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was the biggest issue with me too. Thinking about it now, my best part of this movie, I'll let you know, is the mask.
The mask was cool. Uh-oh.
No, I'm here. No, yeah, I did.
What happened?
My garage. So was my mother's putting the door down. You hear the garage door.
So you muted?
Yeah.
Got it. So what were you? Oh yeah. The
mask. Yeah.
The mask is pretty badass.
That's how I remembered I've seen it before, because I remember that mask.
And honestly, this kill right here behind me is what made me remember. Like, I was like, I think I've seen this. And then that whole ice skating sequence.
Yep.
I was like, I've seen this.
But I don't remember like the storyline or anything, because I wasn't really into it, and that's why I gave it a 4. Now I still wasn't into it. Like it was just like not even okay. Okay, it's my 5. 4 is like,
yeah.
But it was, like that head kill, that was probably the best one. Other than that, yeah, it was like a guessing game. Who's the killer? Like we're playing Clue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I do get. So the killer. So there was 2 killers in this.
Yes, technically, but not the main slasher killer.
True.
That one lady, the one who got locked up into the asylum to study how to play crazy, and the director left her because he found a younger chick or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I don't give a crap about you no more. She's in there, but she escapes. So she kills the director, spoiler, during the movie, shoots him.
And the chick
for revenge.
And the chick that's with him, just probably because probably
exactly.
I'm assuming it's because she's a witness.
Yeah, and she was gonna turn herself in too. She's like, call the cops. But then we find out the other girl was the killer. So I knew. They even replayed it. She said it. They did a flashback. As soon as that girl said, I'll do it, I'll kill for a part, I was like, oh, they just gave it away. I was like, it's the young chick. It's the fucking girl. I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't even. You know what's funny is I remember that. I really do remember that scene because it stands out. You said they're all sitting at the dinner table. One chick was saying she'd have sex for money or for the movie role, and then the other chick was like she'd do this, that, and the third, and then go down on them. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so I see how they like to party, and he ends up.
That's true in Hollywood. He fucks every one of them, man.
Well, the one that they showed that was crying when she was hugging the pillow.
Yeah, he took advantage of that shit.
He did.
Because she see the head in the toilet, and he's like, there's nothing there, and he's yelling at her. That's the funny thing, too. He's yelling at her. He's like, go in the bedroom. Come on, let's go in the bedroom. I'll take you to bed. And he's laying there. Then he's like, wait a minute. I could play this. Oh, it's over right here. Starts patting her head. Then he starts kissing her. Then it goes dark, and he sleeps with her. Like, what the fuck is wrong? You got to be like, something wrong with your brain.
He was just a horny old man, I guess.
I'm talking about the girls. You want to part that bad? There's so many red flags, this dude.
Oh, I mean, everything was a red flag, if you ask me.
Jesus.
Everything was a red flag. But movie's got a movie, and if it's in the script.
It's kind of weird they had all the people who were going for the part come to a house. His whole goal was he's like, let's see if I can sleep with every one of them in one day.
Yeah, basically. And he did.
Who wants to part more?
And he didn't want the older lady or whatever. He's like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no. He had the age limit. He's like, yo, get out of here. You're too old.
He was just a pervert. He was an old pervert.
It was.
Pervert. But going back to the lighting issue, just because I can't get that. Like, this scene right here was the brightest scene in the movie.
True.
I don't even think I'm exaggerating when I say that. The ice skating scene, that whole scene was probably the brightest scene in the movie. Because
it was outside during the day. You had no choice. It had to be.
Well, no, because there was some that was outside during the day that were still kind of dim and dark.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about with part.
The problem I have with that night and day is because with the snow, you got the glare. I mean, you don't want the glare in the movie all the time, but the glare from the sunlight, the glare from any type of light. And then at night, you literally can, I mean, not literally, but because the trees weren't that thick to where you couldn't see the sky. And the reason I'm saying this is because at night, you'd be able to see the moon on the snow. Like when they're outside at night, it was pitch fucking black and then darker. It was pitch black and then darker for the night scenes when they're outside or when they're in like.
Well, the trees didn't have leaves and shit because it was winter.
But they had some pine trees there though. And I'm saying the pine trees weren't like all full out. You know what I mean? To the point of
gotcha.
To where you couldn't see through the leaves or through the pine needles, even whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that the lighting hurt this movie bad because the story was kind of interesting, I guess. Like basically, the actress is just feels like she got played or whatever, so she wanted to get rid of him, and she only killed the girl because she was there. And it's after that she was like, "Call the cops! I don't care, which I don't know.
Yeah.
It almost made me feel like had similar to like April Fools.
Yes.
In the sense, but the twist would be who acted the best throughout the whole. Like if they were afflicted that nobody died, they could have flipped it like that. Like who acted the best to get this part, to get these.
It was like April Fools mixed with Clue.
Okay. I don't think. No, I've never seen Clue. I've played Clue plenty of times. I've
Oh,
never
you never seen the movie Clue?
Nah.
Oh shit! I should have put it on a wheel.
There's still a shot. There's still a shot.
So you played the game. The movie's the same thing. It's like who done it?
Yeah.
Was it Colonel Mustard with the fucking lead pipe that he gave to Mrs. Green the other night?
Mm-hmm. So curtains, man.
Yeah.
Canadian.
I get the title of the movie because the director, a movie part.
Yeah, of course, I get that, and it's like, especially back in those days where they were portraying it to be, it was probably older than the '80s, I'm assuming. But I get, you know what would have made this better for me is if that doll was something very like used throughout this whole film.
Yeah.
And if the doll was either the killer or every kill there was that doll next to it.
Yeah, so people think they're losing their mind. They think it's like the doll killing people.
Yes. Yeah. Matter of fact, to top it off, let's say, if somebody got strangled, you have the doll hands on their neck with no fingerprints. Somebody gets their neck cut. You have the doll holding the whatever weapon that cut him or whatever. You know what I mean? Stuff like that would have. Right. Then you find out it's just one of the chicks. It could be the same girl even. That. Yeah. I'm just saying that would have made this movie. If they would have done that, honestly, for me, this movie would have been a 6, maybe a 7, maybe a 7, a 6, maybe a 7.
It depends how they did it. Like you set it up good.
Or if the doll was, I wouldn't even be mad if the doll was possessed.
You want to know what this mask reminds me of? The old lady. The old lady in X.
My wife said the same thing.
I was like, oh my god, this is where she started. She was old in '83.
Yep. That's a good one. If you haven't seen this and you haven't seen X, watch them both. You'll see exactly.
Yeah, you'll see what we're talking about. The mask looks exactly like the old lady in X.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so funny. That was a good movie.
But I like the mask though. Like I said, that was pretty cool what they did. I was like, okay, it's like an old lady, female Mike Myers type shit going on here.
I really like the mask a lot, and I wish it was one of those things to where, depending on how they went with this movie, that they could have made maybe one more. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah, like if it was really good, it got popular, this could be the female Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying?
Similar-esque.
Yeah, like I forgot what the girl's name was, the one that was killing people.
And it's not like she couldn't. In this time, say if they make 2 to 3 movies, so it goes from whatever time, let's just say they did, say, 83. So from 83 to maybe like 87, she's getting away with this, or 83 to 85 or some shit, 86. And, and then the last one when she finally gets caught or killed or whatever. Yeah. But, I don't know, I guess it would have been too repetitive. Who knows? I'll tell you guys this, it was a pretty fun slasher, but, again, the lighting would have made it so much better. Just the lighting alone, again, because when they showed some of the kills, like this one was probably one of the better kills they showed in the movie, but the other kills that they showed, the ones that they do show, it's dark as shit.
Yep.
And you're just like, oh, if you just turn the fucking light on in the room. If you literally just turn the fucking light on in the room.
True.
It almost seemed like they were recording in a house with no power. And we're just like, all right, sun's up. Come on.
He planned that too. He's like, oh no, the lights are out, ladies. Get close.
Yep. Keep all the windows closed with the blinds open, keep all the doors open so we have light. Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, the lighting is shit in this. It made no sense. We watched another movie where the lighting was bad. I forgot what it was.
We watched a few where the lighting was bad.
Like, honestly. Come on, man, get the lighting right.
We watched
that should like the sound and lighting should be like top of the list to make sure that's good. I'd rather have a D-rated actor than have my lighting fucked up.
Yeah, because you want the visuals.
Yeah, unless they're trying to hide shit. Like they're like, let's make it dark because the fucking walls look like shit. Or
I'd rather see shitty looking walls though than nothing. Honestly, exactly. And honestly, the shitty looking walls, or even if it's an old style wall,
I'm just trying to be nice and give them excuses.
Yeah, I'm just.
Other than that, no, this movie is.
What I'm saying though, if that was their reasoning, if that was like their legit reasoning to why shit is the way it is, I'd be like, okay, well, listen, We'll take the shitty looking walls. Shit, I'll come there and fucking color on the walls or draw on the wall. I can't draw for shit. I'll do whatever you need me to do for these walls if you're that scared to show these walls. If it means you're gonna put better lighting in this. Now, I know this is back in '83. I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't born until '85.
I was born in '83, January, first month, motherfuckers.
You know, pull me back in time from now. Give me a paintbrush. That's all.
Good.
Same sound effects and shit.
Whole
And give
bunch
me paint and a paintbrush from those days. Don't give me a
of- whole
paintbrush.
bunch of pictures of penises and nut sacks.
No, not me. I wouldn't be painting that.
So here's a part that entertained me while I was watching this movie. Okay, so I'm sitting here watching it. Got interrupted many times. I had to keep pausing it. So this movie, it was an hour and a half. It took like 3 hours for me to watch it.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but this is the entertaining part. Every time that they're like one of the females are screaming, my wife was at her desk working, yelling, "Who the fuck keeps screaming like that?" It was just driving her nuts. And it's like 3 hours because I had to keep pausing. She's like, "That's not over yet?"
Oh my god.
She said it's an awful movie just because she's going by the screaming. She didn't even watch the movie. No, I agree. The movie wasn't good though.
It wasn't awful though. It was okay.
No, it wasn't awful. I seen worse. I seen worse. It was just like a basic bad lighting, kind of written story slasher. It was like anybody could have made this one.
Yeah.
Like the idea, like, oh, we just get someone in a room, a guy with all these chicks, and one of them is a killer. It's like a really easy, like a high school kid made the fucking story.
It wasn't terrible though, but this is definitely my second time watching it. I don't see myself watching this again, honestly.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
And that's not even to be disrespectful. It's just not that. Well, for one, I'm very partially with James when he says like he doesn't like watching the same movie twice. I mean, if it's an amazing movie, it's a favorite movie, we'll hear it in there.
Yeah, it's rare, yeah.
Because it's like I want to see multiple movies. I feel like I'm wasting my time when I watch, the same movie I've seen. I understand that. I respect that. And I'm kind of with him. Like, I do want to see more movies. But there's certain movies I love to go back and watch. So I'm in the middle.
So, okay, I'm going to...
Like, I'll say this. I wouldn't go back and watch this again.
No.
I wouldn't go back and watch this again. I've already seen it twice, which is good enough. I feel like the only way I may possibly rewatch is if I had to for another podcast. But I won't be reviewing. I don't see myself reviewing this movie again.
No,
I'm not gonna.
I don't even know who will say, "Yo, I'm going. You want to be on the show and reviewing this?" Like, no one's going to get excited for this. Like, even when
some people might, but I'm just saying, like, I'm past curtains now. Like, curtains closed for me.
Yep, when
it comes to this,
exactly.
It's closed. Now, if they made but here's the fucked up part: is if they did a remake, I'd watch the remake just to see what they did, because this is the type of movie I wouldn't be like. These type of movies, and don't get me wrong, because I'm going to watch a remake if it was from a great movie or a terrible movie or a movie like this. I feel like Curtains is the type of movie that should be remade, though. Even if you wanted to give it that 80s style still, that 80s feel, that 80s look. But because you can clean it up, you can make it look better. You can kind of make more of a better story. I mean, yes, you can still have the whole action. You know what I mean? You could have them meet up there for another reason. It doesn't have to be for acting. I mean,
or it might end up like April Fool's remake.
maybe something similar to. I mean, it has to have something to do with curtains. Something like that. But it could be a play, something to do on this.
Yeah, it's the director trying to get a movie part or a play a play or something. Whatever the fuck.
I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of this.
Yeah, but it's going to end up like April Fool's remake.
I was going to say, don't. As a matter of fact, the April Fool's remake
is shit.
Because weren't they actors or some shit in that movie?
They were. They were. There was an actor.
I was going to say, okay, so say if they were all actors, actresses, that would have been the Curtains remake, and that would have still sucked. So don't do it like that.
It hurts my head thinking about that movie again. I was like, why did they take it away? They should have had the island, the little remote island thing again.
Yo, the original one was fucking awesome, especially compared to the remake.
Yeah, the original was like 10 times better than the remake.
If you guys have never seen the movie April Fool's Day, the horror version.
Yeah.
Go watch that shit. I highly recommend that. That shit is great.
Yeah,
The OG
yeah.
one. Don't watch the
OG.
remake. Watch. I won't tell you not to watch the remake. I'm sorry, because you guys know I don't
No,
say.
I'll watch it just so you can agree with, like, give your opinion. I'm on.
Watch at your
I
own.
hate it.
Watch at your own risk is what I'll say.
It was like car chases through the city and shit. It was so stupid, man.
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
They fucked that up. They made the area too big. They should have kept it in one fucking house.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the whole island thing is it made it better because it made it more. It made it creepier. It made it scarier. Like, oh shit, there's because you're in the mindset of there's a killer loose. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. I'm sorry, but you know this is a spoiler podcast. But anyway, I won't spoil the ending, but I'll say like the whole killing thing, like on that island, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, and you're trapped. Only the boat only comes like every Thursday or something.
It was like once a day at like I think the last time it comes is like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening or some shit. Maybe it only comes once a day,
something like that.
And let's just say the way that movie ended was like the way that movie ended, and the way the movie thought it was. Hang on. Let me slow down. The way that movie ended, and the way that movie could have ended, like the way you possibly thought it was going to end, would have both worked. I mean, like that would have. That's one of those things where I feel like if it was a newer movie, here's what the remake could have done. The remake should have basically just copy paste the storyline, everything from the original. Of course, you can doctor it up, cute it up. I'd still say keep it 80s based. The reason why I say that is so you don't have social media, cell phones, all that other bullshit. True. So have the story in like the 80s, even early. I'd say early 90s, but I'd say just have it around the same time.
Like you can't call for help because there's no landline on the island.
Even if there is a landline, I don't remember if there was or not. But
no, I don't. No one ever went for the phone. I don't think.
I thought they did. I think there. I don't remember. But anyway, even if there was one there, that's besides the point. Like anyway.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did because they tried to call the ship captain guy.
Like they don't have to. You know what I mean? They don't have to. It would just make it better. It would make the story better.
Yeah, I agree.
They should have just did that. But I was gonna say with the remake, they could have had the original ending, and then they could have had an alternate ending with, say, so and so was actually the killer, instead of it being how it really ended. Which again, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil that portion of it. If you haven't watched the episode of us reviewing it, then you didn't get the spoil.
Yeah, but that ending was kind of fucked up.
I
would have been so fucking pissed.
I feel like I would have been pissed, but at the same time, like, yo, that was the dopest fucking prank. You better have got that motherfucking shit. Like, I'd be more mad if that was not recorded. Like, every single piece, like how that movie was shot, more or less. Maybe, of course, adding more of like, say if it's shot like say it was like something like we all participated in, like us, the Z Network, and other friends of the Z Network. It was something we all participated in. We went to like an island or whatever, and that was the thing. We didn't know that, but that was the thing. Oh, Casey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
How's it going? Oh, there it is.
But yeah, they should have done that with curtains, man. Like, if they remake curtains, they can make it way better. The kills, they can actually have like, they can come up with better kills.
Oh fuck yeah.
The lighting, of course, fix that fucking crap.
100%.
I don't even care about the actors. You don't need like major stars.
No, you don't.
As long as it's decent acting. I don't want like bottom of the barrel acting. But if you got the acting is like, check, this movie would be good. Like the storyline is fine. Like they're in a house, there's a director, they're trying to get the part for the movie. Mm-hmm. But they could have been so much better with the kills and everything around it.
And I mean, with this now, here's how they can make it into like nowadays. They can still call it curtains if they wanted to. But if you wanted to add if you wanted to add the social media aspect of it, you know what I mean? Somebody wants to be the next viral, like who wants to be the next TikTok /
yeah.
You know what I mean? Something of that nature. And you can, because then that way you can still have people around that same, if you want to do it in these times, like not doing a remake from that time, if you want to do it in these times, say 2020, let's just say 2022 because that's the year we're in. And it's like, okay, so you can have cell phones, computer, you know what I mean? Have all that shit plus all the social media shit, YouTube and all that bullshit. And just somewhere where it's like, okay, we're going to have what they have 4 to 6 girls. Let's say 6 people. 6 people for whatever the social media thing is. Winner wins the social media shit. You get all this stuff. You get all these supplies for your social media. You know what I mean? You're gonna get you're gonna get all the stuff you need for like say plus a fat deal. Like you're gonna be like that. That goes to like a big network type of deal. Like boom, you're with this network. Boom, you got this money. Boom, you got this contract. You own your own shit, but you have to plug these on your shit basically. And we get a little cut of that. And but boom, boom, boom. You know, you get all this shit. I mean, people are gonna. Honestly, I'd go for that if that was a real thing. but I'm saying in that like people would connect with that more in the movie sense. They could, of course, make the story better than that, but. So yeah, I feel like if they remade it and they want to make it in these modern times, because that's another thing they did with fucking April Fools. They made it in like the modern times of that time, which was I believe the early 2000s. You have the flip cell phones and shit. Either way,
like that. But I think the main issue was they made the movie go through the whole city.
Yeah, they should. I mean, honestly,
isolate it, man.
I say in that time, even in these times, I guess to an extent, you could have you go somewhere, you go to a camp or whatever, and it's like okay. Your phones are not gonna work out here. We brought walkie-talkies, so no matter where you are on this, not even on an island, just in this little
or in the mansion, like they're rich kids. If they was in the mansion and someone like cut the power somewhere, you know, like chop the wire, power went out.
Yeah, but then you could say the alarms would automatically go out, like some shit like that. I get what.
Well, I'm just saying this is a type of movie. You know, certain movies you watch, you're like, this is a movie that there should be an isolation.
Yes.
You can't let it spread out through the city, especially April Fools. Everybody can guess it's a prank movie, and they take it to the extreme with kills and everything. But I'm saying, like, once you open it up to a city, it just gets dragged out ridiculous shit.
It's too much. It's too. It takes for a movie like that. It takes the whole. I mean, it takes the well, because the original and the remake were just completely different. The remake was just garbage, but. Yeah. What I'm getting at is like the way they did the remake, like say they did the remake the way they say they did it the way how they did it in that mansion, everything else, but it was still like a similar story. It would have still been kind of messed up because it's still like in this big ass mansion. It's not in like an excluded area.
Yeah, it's like a little bit bigger, like an island, like a small island.
Like a small island, and then it's like, okay, because you can go to, I'm sure I know for a fact there's certain places in the world where you could be, okay, your phones just won't work here. So it's like, even in those times, in the 2000s, of course, you go there, you go to that little, like we were just saying, you go to that little secluded area. Your cell phones aren't going to work here. We have walkie-talkies. That's it. They only reach a certain range, and that's it. Or they reach the range of the whole island, and that's it. You know, that's the distance they go. Of course, if you guys travel together somewhere else, they'll go with you. But I don't know, man. Curtains is something that I would, like I said, if you're gonna I don't mind remakes. I'm one of the rare. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of us. I love horror so much. Like, if you do a remake, I don't mind it. But I guess just because I can always say, I like the original better anyway, so I can always go back to it. So I'm not gonna say you ruined the original for me. It does suck. It does suck nostalgia wise sometimes, and like childhood wise sometimes. Like I remember watching these movies as a kid, and now you're like bringing them out again, and you're not doing it any justice, or you're making it. I don't like when they do remakes, and this is my little remake rank. Here's my biggest issue with remakes, besides when they make them and they're garbage, is when they try to make them for the generation now. Fuck that. Like the teens and shit. Nah, fuck that. Give it to us that watched it in the 80s and that garbage quality that we just fucking love so much. Gorgeous and garbage at the same time. Give us that shit.
Especially if it's horror.
Yes. And if
horror has to be fucked up. Gory, try to scare you. You're not going to want to fucking
amazing special effects.
Baby it.
Amazing special effects.
Because then it's not scary. Like, who's going to want to watch that shit?
Yeah, don't teeny bopper our stuff anymore.
Yeah, horror. Leave fucking horror alone. That shit got to be where, oh, who cares? Oh, you're so afraid? Then don't watch it.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'll even say this: you guys don't have to worry about it going out. Like, you can put it out just on Blu-ray, DVDs. You can put it on streaming services instead of it's not going to go on TV. No, fuck that. It doesn't need to go on TV. Streaming services. Make the remakes for that. If you're going to do remakes, make some of the movies. With some of these remakes too. I'll say this: with some of these remakes, they will make a better on a series streaming. Yeah, streaming. You know what I mean? A series better as a series on a streaming platform.
Well, they're testing it out. They're doing it with it.
They are doing it with
They
that.
did it with Chucky.
Chucky was fucking phenomenal.
It was.
Nah, man.
And I had doubts because I was like, they started fucking up with Chucky. They started turning into like a comedy thing. I was like, this shit's gonna be garbage.
I mean, there's still laughter in it because Chucky.
Yeah, but they brought it back more of the original though.
Yes.
Oh, Silver Bullet would be
Yes.
awesome.
Hell
remake.
yes.
I love that movie, by the way. That's not even like an extreme werewolf movie.
It's
like people getting ripped apart, but it's still it's a great story. I like it.
I'm putting that on the list.
Oh, Silver Bullet? I thought we reviewed that.
Mm-mm.
You sure? We might have done it on audio.
Yeah, I'm positive. If the one audio, I know if we may have briefly discussed it, but I don't think we reviewed it. And even if we did on audio, fuck it, that's fine. We can do it again.
So let's go with another. So you know they had the TV series for Freddy.
Yeah.
What about they remade that like Chucky as a series? Not like Chucky itself. I'm talking about this day and age. They remade it like a series like Chucky.
But having it
better instead, not the 90s or wherever the hell that one came out.
So for when that one came out, though, it was which me and Kyle
honestly, I never seen it.
So what it's cool. I think you would like it because it's an anthology. Like the whole series is so every episode is not tied to the previous or following episode.
Oh, see, no, they should remake it and do it like Chucky. They should have it
like a story where it builds and builds.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad. Yeah. But the thing is, Robert's old. Would you have?
Well, see, he don't want to be Freddy anymore anyway. So you're going to have to use one of the replacements that they're doing already.
Okay, so my question to you and anybody that's listening and watching, if they did do a Freddy series, would you want it to be where they have whoever plays Freddy play Freddy and kind of CGI Robert in when he's talking so he can get his voice and kind of his mouth movement?
No, that wouldn't be fair to the other actor, I think.
Okay.
But I say don't have the fucking remake one. I just didn't like how he looked. It was weird. Like his mouth was sewn together and shit. Like
yeah. I'm with you on that.
But here's the thing: if they made a series, they can go back how he became Freddy. They really start off as he is human.
I want to tell you something though,
and all the shit that went down,
because it is going to be out on Patreon when the Patreon does drop in a few months. But the first episode of the Freddy series is like a prequel to the first movie, in a sense.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
But they could definitely do that. I can see that. Now it'll be a little bit harder with Jason, like a series.
Yeah. Yes.
Even Mike Myers, like Halloween. I think
the biggest reason is because Jason and Michael don't talk.
Exactly. And they just kill people. Like you go in their area and they kill people.
Leprechaun I would love to see, even more than Freddy, a Leprechaun, but darker.
Darker, yes, not the comedy shit.
No, have a little bit of how the comedy is with Chucky.
Did I make the episode for that one? Leprechaun in the Hood, or did I miss it?
Let me see. I think you missed it. Let me see. No, you gave it a 3.
Thank you. Fuck that movie. When I first seen it a long time ago, I probably thought it was funny and better. But now that I watch it again, I'm like, come on. I was like, this is fucking straight up stupid. Yeah, there you go. Well, cleaning bodies, that'd be more of Chainsaw Massacre. After he skins him, he's like washing it. He's like, la la la.
I think
Chainsaw Massacre might work.
Because of the family.
Because of the family and people you can... Yeah, it's like...
Well, I mean, okay, so the Jason series can kind of work with his mom to an extent.
Yeah, if you bring the mom, I guess if you bring the mom back in, I guess.
And then maybe do 2 seasons, then you just have season 2 where Jason's a kid killing or something. I don't know. Maybe. You'd need a lot of dialogue, extra dialogue, and like that mythos. You need a lot of storytelling, and I feel like the same with Halloween almost.
Yeah, it'll be hard.
They may make better movies than series. They may make.
Yeah, that's fun to think about. Like, what else could be turned into a series?
I smell a Patreon. Oh man.
Oh man, like someone they should be jumping on the bandwagon of Chucky though. Chucky was smart. That was a smart idea. I hate Sci-Fi Channel,
but
but I thought it was still
I
good.
would say this: they have Poltergeist series and anthology following a spirit around that just screws with different. Hey, that could work.
It could be. It could be a haunted town. It
It
just
could be a
leaves
haunted.
the
Yeah,
house
the
and
other
goes.
thing could be a haunted. I mean, it could be multiple spirits. It doesn't even have to be one spirit. It could be multiple spirits. Like, yeah, whatever happens, like, season 1, episode 3, they got the spirit, or they did whatever with this one spirit, but oh shit, it's the whole fucking town.
Supernatural probably did it already. They were hunting down like the first season. They're hunting down the yellow-eyed demon. He was bouncing around killing.
Yellow ID. Is that R. Kelly pissing on people again?
No, I thought it was too, but no.
That sucks. They missed a big opportunity right there. They missed
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
They said yellow-eyed, like multiple eyes, not just the one eye. The one-eye snake. Yeah.
Well, maybe he pisses in eyes.
But no, they should someone should think of doing another series. Well, like I said, Welcome to Derry. So they did it. They're like, yo, Chucky's a hit. We're gonna do it. Let's do it with this.
I want to see how that comes out.
I hope it's really good.
Me too.
I didn't see Needful Things in a long ass time. I totally forgot like the whole storyline.
Awesome series. I don't think I've never seen that.
I seen it a while ago. I think I was kind of semi-seeing it. I think I was like with friends and we were talking or things. So I don't know if I was like paying attention 100%.
I'd say I've never done that.
So I'll have to check that one out again.
I have a feeling this next movie we're doing.
I hope it's good. I got a feeling it's going to be. Well, I don't know about that.
I have a feeling it's gonna be. That's one, and two. I don't know how to say that word right now, but I did
Gaia.
Oh, that's what it is. It's Gaia.
It's
South African,
like the goddess of the earth or something like that. It's like a mythical.
Yes. I was gonna say, because I was practicing saying it earlier. Like I was like, how do you say this? I just YouTubed it. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was TNT special. Yeah, it was
Needful Things.
No, Stephen King. Wait, was it? He said it. Oh no, he said Needful Things was okay. I thought he meant it.
No, because he said TNT special. Not it's coming on.
No, I'm talking about the original It. It's like it was one. Stephen King's all his movies were those like 3-part fucking things. You know what I'm saying? The leader of the Captain Planet.
Yeah. We're the Planeteers. You can be one too.
All the rings combined.
The power is yours.
I used to watch. I'm not gonna lie. And did it teach me not to litter? No.
I'm gonna have to let you go so I can take that in the oven.
No. But anyways, back to curtains. They had it in the toilet. It was pretty cool.
It was.
I learned that. I don't know if any no scenes are sticking out to me, like the kills or anything that were like good. The gunshot was kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't like gunshots.
Everybody else was getting stabbed and shit, and there was a gunshot. I knew something was up. I was like, where the fuck did the gun come from?
Gunshot kills, I don't like them in slashers.
It's like a cheat.
It's one thing, like if you're shooting the being, if it's a monster or some sort of being, if you're shooting them, but when the person gets shot, it's like, it's too easy.
Yeah, that's like watching Michael. He's like, oh, where's my fucking knife? Oh, here's a gun on the table. He grabs it and shoots somebody. That's stupid.
It takes away from it.
It does take away from it.
Now, if it's a horror comedy or something silly like a Leprechaun type of thing, and the Leprechaun's shooting at your feet, trying to, making you jump or some silly dumb shit, that's fine. But like a serious horror film,
I don't like it either. It was like a waste of time because that was the only kill with a gun. Everything else was some kind of blade type thing.
And I thought, I mean, I get it because she was like, how am I going to take this guy out besides shooting him without? But it's like, okay, wouldn't everybody hear that gunshot?
Exactly.
Everybody was dead.
Everybody, yeah, that's right. You think so? She's like, wait a minute, why isn't no one screaming or coming up and see what's going on?
And the other chick was off killing people, so she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she was going out.
She may have been, because she, for all we know, she could have been hidden somewhere and seen that happen. That was a big ass house, and the reason why I say that is because when she mentions when the one chick mentions the doctor, or the the director, not the doctor.
Yeah, director.
He left, and she was like, "What?" Or no, she was like, "He's not here." And she's like, "What do you mean he's not here?" And she was like, "He left. What did he leave?" She's like, "No, I killed him." She didn't seem too bothered by that.
Well, because she's a killer. She don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Because she had like
she's supposed to go like, "Oh my god, you killed him! Why?" She's like, "Okay, cool. You saved me the trouble."
She had like a fake nervousness to it, and then she was just like,
"You took me out. You took out the biggest one that I was saving for last." I was worried.
For me, actually, they had the little argument, and then
because the dude was pretty big. He was pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, saved her trouble. She's like, "Shit, thanks."
Yeah, basically.
The ending was interesting. She ended up in the nut house.
Yeah.
So she killed all that people for the part, and the part was for she thinks she was really her. Was it Amora or something like that?
Yeah.
It started with an A.
Amora. Yep.
Yeah. So she thinks that she's in the nut house doing a comedy skit and shit in front of all the crazy people who are just sitting there drooling on themselves and everything. Mm-hmm. She's spinning in circles and shit and
it's.
But it don't make up for the movie. The movie sucks.
No, I'll put it to you guys like this: fix the lighting, tighten up on the story some, show more titties.
Titties won't help with this one.
They would help some. I'm not saying it would help with points, but it would help with points. A point. Shit. Yeah, I went there with that.
You know the thing is, it's rated R too. You would think when he's like sleeping with the girl, they would show some kind of nudity in it.
I know. Well, it was dark as fuck anyway. We wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, no, you want to see nothing.
They're just like, don't piss anybody off. Come on. But man, again, lighting would have helped a lot. Lighting would have helped a lot because the story wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
it just wasn't that interesting, I guess. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, that's my. I was going to say that too. It wasn't like exciting at all. Like nothing part of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't keep you in it, but I feel like part of it is because of. Excuse me. Part of it is because of the darkness, and then the other part I feel like is because they didn't give you time to care about any of the characters.
That too. You're right.
At all. Like
it was just bouncing
not
around.
even. Yeah, it was, and you could easily. With that, because there was, I can't remember if it was 4 or 6 of them. I believe there's like 5 or 6 of them. I think it was 6 total, right?
Yeah, I think it was 6 total.
The older lady.
Yep.
They had like their solo parts here and there, or like the parts where where the chick was flirting with the.
But not to build up to, like they broke up.
Nothing to build up, nothing to like put you to like grasp. Say 3 characters. Let's just say 3 characters. And they show these 3 characters, kind of a build up. You get a little tiny backstory to them. You get a little story with them, to where you actually care about them, or you just like, you pay attention to them. Like, I couldn't tell you which girl died first or last in this movie.
Oh.
I just know it was like the youngest chick that survived, I believe, and the oldest chick that survived, basically.
Until the end, it's just the young chick that survived.
Yeah, well, yeah. Those are the final 2, and then the young chick.
Yeah, the other ones, I didn't, like you said, didn't care. Like, they didn't build up a character where I felt like, oh, no, not rich, or something,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
The young one, the innocent one, because I believe it was the one that said she would have killed somebody for a part. They shouldn't have even used that line. Or
they shouldn't have. They ruined it.
Or had they used that line, someone else should have said it, but she shouldn't have been the killer. Just to kind of throw you off just a tiny bit.
If they didn't use that line, they probably would have got me. I would have thought she was going to be the main survivor, the character. Like the hero, not a bad guy.
Don't use that fucking line.
So as soon as they said that, I said, I actually went like this. I went, oh, come on. Because I knew, I was like, she's the killer.
No. This is why I say this, though, James. Like, let's say she's still the killer, but she doesn't say the line. Let's say it's one of the other chicks that says the line, but ends up getting killed.
Then that would be different. That would have tricked me, because I would have said, oh, great, she's the killer. Thanks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they could have kept the line, but just gave it to somebody else. Or
the
killer.
They didn't. Especially when you said, I will kill for it. It was like a dramatic saying, too. Like, everybody else was like, I'll have sex for it. But when she got to her, she was like, I would kill for it. It was like really serious, intense.
You know what it is with that too is because people usually say like I'll die for that or I'll die for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
with this, it's like I'd kill, or they actually no, they say both. They say I'd kill for a pair of shoes now, girl. No, you wouldn't. Shut up. But I don't even know why I did that or said that. But man,
Yeah.
this movie has so much potential. Like if I would love, I'll say I won't say love. I would like to see a remake of this.
No, definitely. This is one of those movies put on the list. Like, what movie should we remake? There you go. Just grab one of these. People hardly know. Make it where people know it.
Yes.
You know?
Because I could see this being a cult classic for some. I could see this being.
Stop remaking the great ones. Like, we like the great ones. Leave them the fuck alone. But I'm not going to hate if you do. But I'm saying pick more of the non.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Pick up some of these ones.
Just watch this podcast and you'll figure out which ones.
Yeah. There's a couple. I want someone to remake Blood Lake.
Ooh.
There's no way they can make it worse.
Good point.
They can have someone like, with a bigger knife and actually see someone get stabbed. I'm like, oh yeah. Give it
all you have to do is call the movie Blood Lake and make it a slasher, and it's already a better movie, most likely.
Well, part one was the regular one is supposed to be a slasher.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't. It was horrible.
A movie called Blood Lake, and just make it a slasher.
Yeah. No, honestly, that's one movie I wish someone would remake.
On a lake, and maybe the bodies get thrown into the lake after they're
something.
killed.
Yeah. Why is it called Blood Lake? It's because he dumps the bodies in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
People end up missing.
Dumps the body in the lake, drains the blood in the lake. Something.
Fucking puts a hook through it, use them as fucking bait for an alligator. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just something. Remake it.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. That's one at the top of the list. I would, because I hate it so much. It's the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
It might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's hands.
And someone needs to remake it. So I can feel better about myself. So when I mention the title, I can say, yeah, I like Blood Lake. The remake.
Yep. Listen, if they make a Blood Lake and it's better than it's going to be better than the original, but it ends up being a really good movie, that'll just be Blood Lake. Like, there'll be no more.
Yeah, they'll just get rid of that. Like, that people will forget. They're like, what are you talking about?
Or, you know what, though? People will get mad. They'll look it up, Blood Lake. Oh, I heard this was good. And look up the wrong one. Mad as shit. Like, no.
You know, I thought this before. There was a few other movies I was like, they should have remake, but I'm blanking right now.
Yeah, me too.
I think we talked about one before.
I think we talked about a few. It's one of those things, though, like, you think about it more when you're reviewing the actual film of it. And on top of that, it's an older film. Like, again, with this is something that could be remade.
Like a rare remake that I actually do like is Evil Dead.
That was fucking badass.
I liked it. They made it like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I loved that Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even the Jason one, I loved a lot. It wasn't one of my favorites overall, but I loved that fucking film. The more I think about it, I got to go back and watch it. I just wish it was. I would have enjoyed it a lot more had it been set in the 80s.
Yeah.
And a little darker tone. It was too funny. It had funny parts in it. Yeah. It had too many. I mean, all the Friday the 13th have funny parts in them, but they weren't as funny as this one was. Not that it was like a hilarious film, you know what I mean? Like too many jokey jokes. I'm like, eh.
So what's going on with that? Did someone get the rights for it? Someone gonna make a new one?
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, man. I wish I fucking knew, because I think someone got the rights, but I don't know if they're going back to court again. I don't know.
Damn, man. They're losing so much money. How about just make a deal? Let me buy the rights, and you get like a fucking 2% of the earnings or something. God damn, just fucking
something.
You're being greedy and holding it back. You're fucking with the fans of seeing.
Yeah.
More of the.
Don't get me wrong. The fan films are fucking dope.
Oh yeah, they are.
And I'm going to. I don't know when, but I'm going to. My only thing is I want them to. I'm hoping they're on YouTube. What I'll do is I'll find like a lot of the Friday the 13th films on YouTube and make a wheel of that.
Oh yeah, the couple I seen were great. Where those people should actually buy the rights and make a fucking movie.
I fucking wish.
They did really good.
To be on
like, Never Hike Alone. That shit was badass.
That shit was dope. I gotta watch.
I mean, it's not called Friday the 13th. It's called Never Hike Alone. But if they had the rights, it could be Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Part whatever.
You know why? I was gonna say, you know
Yeah,
why.
exactly. Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Just,
like you can have Jason and say Jason Voorhees and everything in the movie, but for some reason you can't have the title.
mm-hmm.
That's so fucking weird to me. Like they put a patent, like the rights for the title, and like the characters, like all of it for a whole. But people can take the character out and like, yeah, I'll make my own thing.
No, I get it. You're right. You're right.
It's kind of weird
I
to
don't
me.
understand it. I don't understand it either. But a Friday the 13th title will sell.
Oh, definitely.
A Friday the 13th title, and you have Jason in it, will sell. So I get it. But I get what you mean as far as like being able to use the name, but not like the.
I need to look up more fan films because I don't know if they did one for like Nightmare on Elm Street. I know they did for Halloween. There's a fan film for Halloween, right?
Yeah.
It was Bat a Home.
I forgot what it's called. And then
Haddonfield or something.
Something Haddonfield. Yep. And then there's another one they did. They did a Michael versus Jason one.
I didn't watch that one yet. And did you watch it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Who won?
It's fun. I want you to see.
No, come on, motherfucker.
There's gonna be a part 2.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to lose my shit if it's Michael.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but I will say there is going to be a sequel to it. There's supposed to be a sequel to it, so we'll see what happens with that one. But oh. So we're doing Gaia episode 308 on Thursday. We're doing Gaia. On Tuesday, we may be possibly having some guests from across the pond, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to talk to the guy more, but he posted something in the Horror with Sir.STURDY group, posted like a short, I think it was like a 7 or 8 minute short.
Okay.
And so I reached out to him. I was like, hey, man, if you want to come on, we can review it. He reached out to me too late, though. But again, he didn't know what the time it was because I was going to do it actually today's Tuesday for today. But he reached back out to me today. So I was like, instead of trying to shoot for a Thursday, let's try to do next Tuesday. That way we can try to schedule a time, figure out what time's good for them. I told them 8 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what time it is for them there. But if that can work for them.
Depends where are they? You remember?
I don't know. But I just remembered, like, I heard his voice on the Facebook. He ended up messaging me and talking on the microphone thing, and he had an accent. I don't know if it was England or the UK or what. The UK or I don't know. I'm terrible with accents. I couldn't tell you. But
that's cool. So we're going to review the 8-minute film and just for the whole episode talk about it with him and ask.
We're going to review it. Same thing, but we do on the other ones. Like review whatever movie we're going to review it for Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we're going to review it and then discuss it or watch it, review it, discuss it. Let them talk about what they got coming up or anything, and then we're going to review the actual film and kind of go from there.
Gotcha.
And then this Thursday is going to be the first Thursday where every other Thursday we're going to be spinning the wheel twice for the following week, just so, because again, every other week we're in the office 3 days a week, and it's just easier to kind of know what's ahead. Especially
unless someone finds like a newer movie that or suggests and wants us to watch it as a one time or like a special.
Yes,
like the guy like Chris picked this one.
Yeah,
but
the reason I'm doing the wheel twice again, just to get through the wheels and stuff, because I got some ideas in the back of my mind. Because we were talking about some stuff for Popcorn and Pines, which I got to talk with James a couple things behind the scenes. But there's gonna be some more wheels coming for Popcorn and Pints. If you guys are paying attention, the hate wheel is gone.
It's gone. We made it through. We're still alive.
Unfortunately, there's not gonna be a Popcorn and Pints episode this Saturday.
Nope. And
these guys said they would do one without me.
Nope.
But because I feel like it just played perfect, I guess, in a bad, terrible sense. It played out the way it was supposed to play out because it was like, okay, fuck it. Hate wheel. I'm like, all right, funny, haha. I was laughing at you guys. And then the first fucking movie, there was 2 movies left. I believe it was Downfall with Fuck You, Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
And Simon Says with Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
And we spun the wheel. And of course, it lands on Downfall. I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh shit, you guys are going to do the hate wheel. They seen that when Nicolas Cage was in the movie. They're like, oh, you're going to be here too. I was like, son of a bitch.
We're waiting.
We're just going to wait. Yeah, because it was either record this weekend coming or wait for me to come back, because this weekend's my 6-year anniversary weekend, so I won't be on this weekend doing the podcast. Maybe gaming late Saturday night, though. We'll see. After the wife goes to sleep, if I'm still awake, I'll be gaming. But Actually, and we're doing an anniversary gaming thing Friday, 7:45 till whenever. Trying to play for at least an hour. Don't know what game yet, but it's gonna be Flashback Friday, so it will be an older game. Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it might be Resident Evil 5, which came out on the PS3 originally. It's on the P5 now, but it's not a PS5 game, if you know what I mean. Like it's so that counts if because we used to play that. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah. So Popcorn and Pints, we're doing the Hate Wheel in 2 weeks, and it's going to be like I just told you, the Simon Says movie and Downfall. And then the following week, we're doing the Batman. And then we're spinning the wheel that week. And you guys are going to see a new wheel. I'm not telling you what the wheel is, but you're going to see a new wheel. And from here on out, with our wheels on Popcorn and Pints, and I might do it for my show too with Horror with Sir Sturdy, but it's going to be 2 movies each. Whatever the theme of the wheel is, 2 movies each. So there'll be 8, possibly 10 if Ibrahim ever shows up, but 8 to 10 movies on the wheels that we pick. And then for our spouses, they're going to have their own wheel still. They got 2 left on the chicks picks, and then they're going to have another theme-ish coming in, but it's still going to be like, I was thinking about this earlier too, James. It's still going to be like the chicks picks wheel, I guess, because I'm after the Disney one, I don't know what I want to do, what to do next. I'm like, if we just have to
Gotcha.
let them pick whatever. So it doesn't have to be just Disney, just that. Let them pick whatever. Stay away from horror. Got a show got a few shows for that, but I got a show for that. Yeah, we'll go from there.
Yep.
And then, like I said, our theme wheels will be 8 to 10 for the ones that we create, the guys create, and then the ones that our ladies create will be 16 to 20. But we'll see what happens, and I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait for you guys to see the next wheel. And the spoiler is, on this wheel, the 2 movies that are on the wheel are 2 movies we've been talking about. We've been wanting to review for a long time, and that's the theme of the wheel too. The theme of the wheel is what the movies are on, but you'll see.
And I just gave you my 2 picks earlier.
Oh yeah. But let me wrap this up, people, because I got to talk to James for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. Well, we're getting out of here soon. So, listen, everybody, check out the entire Z Network. And again, really quick, up next, next episode. I gotta change the up next episode to next episode is. Let me change that now. I could have put coming up next. Coming up next, episode 3. There we go. That's probably what I meant to put and forgot. So coming up next, episode 308, Gaia movie review. Again, it's episode 308, Gaia movie review. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. And this is the episode you guys are watching now, 307, curtains. Getting ready to wrap it up. So again, yes, please check out the Z Network, people. Check out the entire Z Network. There's tons and tons of amazing content on there. Here's some of the things, which I think what I'm going to start doing is telling you guys to check out the Z Network and switching out a lot of the pictures or having some sort of thing. I'm thinking of it in my head now. I might make something together. And only popping up the ones that are actually on the show that day or that night. But we'll see. But anyways, check out the whole Z Network. Worst Damn Gamer, as you guys can see here. Dreams of Creator. Any Last Words. So Good It's Scary. Of course, go to HORRORWITHSIR.STURDY.com. Check out Popcorn and Pints. And check out Stories from a Bar. And shout out to Casey. He was in the comments earlier. Go check out the Scene Snobs. Actually, if you guys are watching us live, they're about to go live in about a minute and a half or so. They're going live at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Every Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, these guys are live. So tune into their amazing show, The Scene Snobs. Go to scenesnobs.com. They're awesome as fuck. Check out their Patreon. I'm working on mine. HorrorStar30.com. Again, see you in your nightmares. Have a good night, people. Peace.